After a rough last show with the crash of our main control room computer, we're finally back. Kicking off this week, we got a familiar figure here at Valley who sings, a short documentary on some reptiles, and sea bass on the magic window to get you into the Halloween spirit. Don't leave your seats because VMS TV starts right now.
Lift me from the ground.
Welcome back, Valley. To kick off our show, we have a story on a passionate singer here at Valley, but you may be surprised who it is. Chris, Tom, and Adam bring us this piece.
Today will be
Mr. O'Brien,
you know what, we won't even start a game.
a PE teacher here at Valley who started teaching very passionately.
When I was a senior in high school, after wrestling season my senior year, my coach asked me if I would coach the middle school team. And so I was 17 years old and I started coaching the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders in Poway, and fell in love with coaching, and decided that the best way to be a coach would be to be a PE teacher too. I like the interaction with the kids. I like seeing the kids grow from, little twerps into young men and women. I think it's really a cool age.
Many PE teachers spend time working with this type of disc, but for Mr. O'Brien, he's also spent time working with this type of disc.
When I was in college, I was really into music, and I had some friends who decided that they were going to try and have a band. I said, I could do that, I could sing. And just tried it and ended up being pretty decent at it and had a lot of fun, so just kind of something I just kind of stuck with. And you can send me dead flowers every morning.
And things had finally started to work out in Mr. O'Brien's music career.
Getting paid and making money, and we opened up for some national acts and things like that. And so it started kind of being maybe this could become a job, maybe it could be something that I do for a long time. No, I won't forget.
However, Mr. O'Brien did not decide to fulfill his career in music, but to help out students in need. For VMS TV, with photojournalist Adam Pomar and Tom Benton, I'm Christopher Barella.
Thanks, Chris, Tom, and Adam for that piece on Mr. O'Brien. You definitely have talent. Thanks for sharing it with us. Let's turn to the weather. It continues to be warm in Southern California, but some parts of the USA are getting a preview of the winter. Autumn, what's the weather like this week?
Thank you, Tay, and I hope you guys have had an amazing week, Valley. As you know, today's been a high of 81 with a low of 54. Now moving on to Saturday through Tuesday, it'll be in the high 70s and low 50s, which will be a great time to hang out with your friends. Now, even though it is warming up in Carlsbad, this graphic behind me shows that many Midwestern states are getting their winter storms a lot sooner than expected. A cold spell has broke out in a bunch of states over here, such as Colorado, Wyoming, and North Dakota. And others are looking out for the winter storms. Even though it is getting colder over there, that doesn't mean we still can't enjoy our beautiful beaches. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and now I'll send it back to Tay at the desk.
Thanks for the weather, Autumn. I can't wait to spend my week having fun in the sun. Next, we have a campus camera on what students here at Valley prefer. Our question this week is, books versus movies. Let's roll the clip.
Would you rather read a book before a movie or vice versa, and why?
A book before a movie, so I know what happens.
I don't read books, so I just go watch the movie.
I would rather read the book before the movie because books are better than movies. Would you rather read a book before a movie or vice versa, and why? I'd watch a movie and then go to sleep.
Read a book before a movie?
A book first because it has more detail.
Vice versa. I think the movie is more interesting. I prefer movies or books. I'd pretty much watch the movie rather than read the book because in the movie you can actually see what happens.
I'd read a book before a movie because I want to see how different.
A couple weeks ago, a reptile expo was held on the San Diego County Fairgrounds in Del Mar. This event showcased creatures that are slithery, slimy, and scaly. Max Harris brings us a story.
In VMS TV, we're always on the lookout for unusual stories. And on this September Saturday in Del Mar, California, I think we hit the jackpot. I'm here at the Del Mar Fairgrounds, where there's a giant reptile expo with hundreds of reptiles, like anacondas, pythons, and even a sloth. Although Hollywood has given these scaly creatures a bad name, we found one individual who absolutely loves these out-of-the-ordinary pets.
I just choose reptiles because I think they're just very interesting creatures.
At the expo, we found people of all ages who have a fascination with these unusual creatures.
When people think of reptiles, they think of snakes, and snakes have a really bad stereotype of being venomous.
He's such a beautiful snake.
But I've handled so many snakes, and none of them have ever bit me or even opened their mouth, and they're actually really fun to handle and play with.
How popular are reptiles in America? Well, nearly 2 million households are filled with these exotic creatures.
Since I'm a snake owner, I know a lot about snakes, and snakes are good pets because they don't need much work. You only have to feed them like once a week. Depending on the species, they're very nice and they have a good personality.
If this expo looks interesting to you, they will be back in March. Reporting for VMS TV, I'm Max Harris with photojournalist Robbie Rains in Del Mar, California.
It's cool to see so many pet owners expressing a love for their scaly friends. Up next, we have Gabe in the studio talking with Will about GSA and a recap on Ally Week. Gabe, what do you have for us?
What's going on, Valley? My name is Gabe Benson. I'm standing here with Will Whites talking to you guys a little bit about Ally Week and GSA. So Will, what is Ally Week and what does it promote?
Well, Ally Week is all about inclusion and equality. While we're mostly promoting inclusion in the LGBTQ community, it just refers to everyone and accepting them for who they are.
That's awesome. And how can a student be an ally here on campus?
A student can become an ally by reporting bullying, abuse, or harassment, and just accepting people for who they are.
And what is GSA looking to do for the next school year?
For this school year, we're looking for some fun events along with abolishing discrimination, ignorance, and hate from this campus. We also have guest speakers who come and talk about their experience in the community.
Well, that's awesome, Will. And if someone wants to join GSA, how can they do that?
They can join GSA by going to Miss Thomason's room Wednesdays at lunch, first and second lunch.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, Will. That's all I have for you. I'll send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Will, for that info. Again, if you're looking to join GSA, check out Miss Thomas's room, Village C, Wednesdays at both lunches. Let's send it back for another live interview. We have Allison with 2 students sharing Salva's incredible story from Sudan.
What's up, Valley? Today I'm here with Annika and Julio to talk to you about an upcoming event starring this book, A Long Walk to Water. So Annika, what is this book all about?
It's about a boy named Salva, and he has to get all the way from southern Sudan to western Ethiopia. And it's about a girl named Naya who has to walk 8 hours a day for muddy pond water.
Wow, that is crazy. And Julio, what is our goal for this upcoming event?
Our goal is to raise money for Salva to make school wells.
Awesome. And finally, when and how can we contribute to Salva's cause?
You can actually go tomorrow on Saturday, October 12th, to the Dove Library where he will be answering questions starting from 3 to 4:30.
Excellent. Valley, we hope to see you there, and I'll send it back to Tay at the desk.
That's incredible. Thanks, Allison. Make sure to go down to the Dove Library and check that out, Vikings. Switching topics, we have Seabass at the Magic Window to tell us about some spooky places to go check out this Halloween season. Seabass?
What's going on, Valley? I'm Sebastian Hersenthopoulos, live on the Magic Window, and I'm talking to you guys about some things you could do for Halloween. So up first, you can go to Knott's Scary Farm. Knott's Scary Farm is a great place for you and your friends to get scared. Similar to that, Scream Zone is another one of those places where you, your friends, your family could go. This is actually located in Del Mar, so pretty local. Up next, your family and friends again could go to the pumpkin patch, get some pumpkins, carve them. It'll be great Halloween great fun time. Up next, you could host a Halloween party. This will be a great time as well. And last but certainly not least, we have the Haunted Corn Maze, the Field of Screams, located here in Carlsbad off of Cannon Road, right by the strawberry fields. $25 to enter. It's really fun, and you'll definitely get scared. We actually have a promo to roll right now about the Field of Screams.
Who's laughing? Who is that out there? Hello? Hello? Who is that? Hello?
Ooh, that's spooky, and definitely the right place to go during this Halloween season. Thanks, Jacob, for bringing us that piece. Well, that seals up our show for you today, Valley. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll be back with you in 2 weeks. Bye.